Hello and a really warm welcome to today's live. I'm Rachel Smith, the business grower, and today we are going to be talking about money and mindset, actually, two of my favourite topics. And I'll be expanding on the reasons why these are two of my favourite topics when talking to female entrepreneurs. I'm sure it'll become very evident as we actually go through today's topic. So today's topic is the power of your money mindset, why you need one, and how it will help you to grow a massively profitable business. I think that will become evidently very clear. So the reasons why I'm talking to you today about money and your mindset is kind of a precursor to next week's absolutely free live series that I have called Make More Money Now. And Monday, Tuesday and Wednesday of next week at 12 p.m. every day, I will be going live and sharing like 3 really juicy things that you can do that will help you to generate more money in your business. And we'll be talking about your vibration, we'll be talking about your belief, we will be talking about specific actions and strategies that you can put in place to actually generate more money in your business. And if you remember of Live Your Abundant Life, I have just done a live about an hour ago where we were talking about money blocks. It's a really, really great piece of content. So if you haven't seen that, I do encourage you to go over there and talk about it, watch it, replay. Okay. So I'm Rachel Smith, the business grower, and I work with female entrepreneurs to grow their highly profitable business to 5k a month and beyond. And this could be an online or an offline business. I work with people who have both of those businesses. And I'm really passionate about this work because as a female entrepreneur, I really understand the struggle it takes to get your business to a place where you're generating consistent income. And I also understand what it feels like to have inconsistent income and to have those months where you don't really know where the money's coming from or what's going to happen next. And it feels as if everybody else is in control of your business and therefore your life. And the last person who's actually in control of that is you. And when I was looking at the way that I wanted to work with my clients in my business, I really wanted to help and support the women who were already in business, generating, 1 or 2k a month in their businesses, but they were kind of stuck. And that's who I work with. I work with women who are deeply passionate about the business, who are looking to up-level, their actions, their beliefs, their strategies in order to take them to the next level. And that is the reason why I exist. It isn't just the reason why I exist. Obviously, I have many other reasons, but it's the reason why the Business Grower exists in the way that it does. And also the very reason why I'm going to be talking to you about money next week in the live series. This is such an important topic, yet very few people actually speak to women about money. Very few women get to hear about how you can deal with money differently, how you can feel about money differently, what you can do if you've got any fears or challenges around money, about growing your business. And that's what I'm going to be talking to you about today and next week. So how to get involved with live series? Well, just need to rock up. If you have just landed on my page and you haven't previously liked it, just like it. You'll get notifications that I'm going live. It's going to be 12 p.m. UK time, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. And if you want to see the content I'll be sharing, it's down below in the earlier post. I did disclose that yesterday. So we're going to be talking today about the power of your money mindset. And the reason why, one of my kind of magic powers, secret powers, is about money and about mindset is it is so frigging powerful. And there's a quote from Buddha, and he said, and I completely agree with this, and let me know if this resonates with you or maybe you have this belief in yourself, is whatever the mind can conceive and believe, it can achieve. Actually, it wasn't Buddha, that was Napoleon Hill. Whatever the mind can conceive and believe, it can achieve. And that's what mindset is for me. Back when I was struggling in my business in 2015, I flicked the switch in 2016 because one of the reasons is because I created a daily mindset practice and I started to create a brand new reality that I very easily stepped into. And obviously, I'm not a magic person. You can actually achieve this yourself. So if you can see it in your mind's eye, if you can touch it, if you can smell it, everything will lead you to actually creating and calling that into your reality, to the point where you won't even realize that you have got to the place where you wanted to, because we're human beings, we're always evolving and chasing after the next shiny thing, aren't we? But it's really about saying that, you know, if you can get your head in the game and actually get it into alignment with the things that you want to achieve, you're on to a winner. And obviously your money mindset is part of that. Now, mindset is everything, isn't it? When I work on mindset, I look at all sorts of aspects of my life, including money. But in particular, what I wanted to pull out of all of that today was kind of your money mindset, and to kind of understand a little bit more about the reasons why perhaps it feels really difficult for you to call more money into you, or that you feel stuck at a certain income level, or that you're really good at generating money, woohoo, but actually the money goes flying out of the door. And it all comes down to your relationship with money, it comes down to your money mindset, it comes down to your money beliefs, it comes down to like sabotaging each other, fear. Oh, it's a tangled web. You can see why not many people actually talk about this. But as a female entrepreneur, you are here to have the most amazing business. You're here to have the biggest impact that you can on your clients, on the world, on your community, on your family, on yourself. You know, we are on such a personal journey when we actually step into being an entrepreneur. And when I understand the frustration that when you're a business and you can see the potential in your business, but you can't reach it. And that's what I want to help you with today, is for you to understand how you can just tap into your money mindset and actually, you know, as I said, flick the switch so that you go from a place of fear or challenge or struggle to a place of belief. And that's what it comes down to. It comes down to you completely believing in your ability to achieve your dreams. And that might feel pretty responsible and a little bit heavy, but let's get into this and talk about, you know, what is the alternative to having a like positive money mindset. And the alternative is what happens for many of us. And I'm not going to stand on a kind of platform and say, I've never had this experience, I never have these experiences. You know, of course, I'm a human being, I am flawed, I have to work on this stuff all the time, and stuff still comes up and trips me up. And generally it is when I'm up leveling, when I'm looking at growing my business, taking it to that next level. There are all sorts of like invisible challenges along the way, and these are just things that they're just things that you can change with like a positive, healthy mindset. So if you've got any questions or anything that's resonating, anything you want to share, please do so. If you're watching the replay back, you can come and respond as well, can't you? So let's talk about your money mindset. So what might be happening is, there you are, you're running your business, you're taking all sorts of risks, you're overcoming all sorts of personal fears and challenges, and you're stepping up, you're becoming more visible, you're going out there and you are selling and promoting. Now, this is likely to feel very uncomfortable, and you may feel very vulnerable, because for the majority of us, we are selling ourselves. We're selling our services, our skills and our experience. And what it can feel like is that we're going out to the world and we're saying, hi, I'm Rachel, I'm a business coach, and I am worth X amount of money for you to come and work with me. Obviously, insert your own thing there. And it can make us feel extremely exposed and extremely vulnerable. So if you feel like that, you know, give me some kind of thumbs up. Let me know that you have either had that experience or you're having that experience right now. And what happens when we're in those situations is, if we're not working on our mindset, if we're not working specifically on our money mindset, is all sorts of things come up in terms of like stories that we're telling ourselves. So there you are, going out to the world, promoting your business, and you might be getting some traction or you might be getting crickets. And the things that are going off in your head are things like, oh my God, business is so hard. Why did I even think that I could do this? I'm not special. I haven't got anything that's any better than X person over here. You may be thinking, well, do you know what? I've been working really, really hard in my business, and maybe this is as good as it gets, and maybe I should be grateful for where I am right now, and I shouldn't ask for anything else. Perhaps you're thinking, I don't even know why I'm going out and promoting this. I don't even know why I'm going out on social media and putting myself out there. I have got more work than I can cope with. I can't fit in any other work. There may be some deeper things that come up for you when you're struggling in your business or you're frustrated with your results. You maybe start to feel as if, well, I'm not one of the lucky ones. I can't actually be rich. It wasn't for me to be rich. That isn't my path. Or you might tell yourself that actually, do you know what? I'm not in it for the money. I'm just in it to like have a positive impact. You could be, again, kind of going back to that whole scenario that there's too many people in my field. I'm a small person in a very large pool of brilliant experts. Why would people come work with me? And that has a direct impact on how visible you come, your offers, your pricing. And you may also have thoughts about, well, do you know what? I'm earning quite a lot of money now. Maybe it matches an old income goal that you had from a previous career, or perhaps you're making more money than your partner is, but you're fearful of what might happen when you actually generate more money, or if you generate more money, you might worry about what people might think of you. Or you might even have like a really juicy income goal that you have never shared with anybody else. And there is part of you that thinks to yourself, this is my income goal, I'm really excited about it. But on the flip side, you really come from a place of worry of, who do I think I am that I can generate this level of income? Who do I think I am to want a bigger, better life? You know, I should be happy, settled with what I've got. And all of these things are just like, they're just things that are preying on your vulnerabilities, they're preying on your fears. And until you actually work on these, this will be your story. This will be the story that your business is run by. So it doesn't really matter how many more courses you enlist in. It doesn't really matter how much more work you actually do in your business. It will be highly likely that you will plateau with your income, because these beliefs, these internal stories, these money blocks will actually stop you from growing. And what happens is that you don't go along in your business and have these thoughts. We actually act them out. So we are complex creatures. We have really complex brains. And what happens, I love this kind of the science part of it, is that the things that are familiar with us now, so the clients that we work with, the prices that we have, the way that we conduct ourselves, the money that we generate, what we do with the money, these are all pathways that we have created within our brains. So they're all really clear pathways to, you know, that this is a belief that we have, and therefore this is the evidence that we've got. So, you know, business is really hard. So you'll just find lots of evidence to prove that that's right. And until you interrupt this thought process, until you create some new neurological pathways in your head and in your brain, it's going to be really, really difficult for you to step up to the next level. And if you're here watching this, you're here because you're really interested in having a profitable business. And I might be like scaring you talking about your brain and your neurological pathways, but the really cool thing is that actually knowledge is power. And once you understand what's going on for you and what reality you're creating because of your current existing money beliefs and mindset, is that once you understand that, you can actually flip it around and start to create new pathways, new beliefs, and new realities. So I just would like to check in and just make sure that this is making sense to people. This is going to be building on the work that we do next week in the live series. So if you're watching the replay, brilliant, just let me know. But if you're here live as well, come and let me know. And you could just do it by putting some thumbs on the screen. You know, this is this is really good stuff. And the fact that you're here watching this, engaging with this, just goes to prove that you are open to looking at, this. And once you start to make a shift in your mindset, all sorts of amazing things happen. You feel better, you open yourselves up, your vibration increases, you find new opportunities, you have greater confidence to say yes to things, and basically you start to create your new reality. And that's what we want with this. So why is it important that we have a money mindset? Quite simply, it is important because what you can perceive in your mind is that something that you can create in your reality. Everything you have created already has already previously been something that you perceived that you could have. So you probably perceive that you could have the car that you drive. You probably perceive that you could have the phone that you've got. You probably you perceive the house that you live in. So all of the things are things that you could see and that you move towards and so on. This is a brand new world for us. We are entrepreneurs. We are like the first generation of women who are giving everything up to follow our dreams and follow our passion. And therefore, we have to perceive bigger results, better results, bigger businesses, more money. And the way that we can do that easily is through creating a daily mindset practice that includes money as part of that. When I talk about mindset with lots of my clients, people, they want prompts and they want tips. And generally what I do is that I have a number, it depends, sometimes I just go free flowing, but if you wanted like a little formula in terms of how you create a money mindset, is that I would say that if you're interested in having a mindset practice anyhow, and I really want to encourage you to do that if you haven't, and you love journaling or writing, if you don't even know what journaling is, or it's something that makes you feel like you can't do it, is just about writing about the money that you want to have in your life. It doesn't even need to be money that comes in through your business, but you just write about the money that you want, the clients that you want, the offers that you want, and you write it out like it's already done. And you're writing out your new reality so that your new neurological pathways start to change. You've interrupted something that you are hardwired to feel. You're interrupting that with new ideas, new thoughts, new beliefs, new feelings. And that's what makes the shifts. People talk about quantum leaping all the time. They make it sound really like complicated, but this is it. This is, basically you stepping out of your comfort zone, but creating like a new reality, one that completely lights you up, that is in true alignment with who you are, what you're working towards, and basically what you want in life. So it's just a case of working on your beliefs every single day, being highly aware of the internal, external dialogues that you're having with yourself and with other people about money. And there may truly be situations right now where you're looking at something, maybe you're looking at something to invest in your business, and you can't afford it. You don't want to go into debt, or you don't go into any more debt, or you don't want to take that level of debt on, and you can't afford it. It's about reframing every situation like that, so that rather than feeling as if you're always coming from a place of lack, is that you're coming from a place of choice. So some hints and tips there about how you can start to reset your money mindset. So some of the other ways that you can do this is through affirmations. So I'm not brilliant at affirmations, if I'm fair. I have a couple that I stand by. I just tried to share some impromptu affirmations over on the live in Live Your Abundant Life that weren't very elegant. But there's all sorts of things that you could say. I attract money into my life. Money comes to me easily and gracefully. Money flows to me. I'm open to receiving, and you can become more specific to that if you want to. I'm wealthy and successful. There's all sorts of affirmations. And if you think, God, Rachel, I didn't think you could actually just pull impromptu affirmations out. I could actually see some in front of me. So, again, a prompt like that is really useful. But it's to catch you out when you, just very simply, is that when your head is going down a certain thought process, it's like what can you do to interrupt that? Affirmations is a great one. So if you're thinking from a place of lack, you can suddenly say, I'm wealthy and successful. And you're interrupting that pathway, because if you don't, you'll start to act out into your current reality. And what you need to do as a human being is create new pathways and a new reality, so that you can you can move forward and do that kind of leap forward. So affirmations, journaling, visualization, this is a good one. Surrounding yourself with like-minded people. Who gets excited when you come across somebody who's really like you but actually is a little bit further down the road, or some like your idol, that you maybe go and hear them speak, or you watch them on a YouTube video, you listen to a podcast, and you're so like inspired by them. So that surround yourself by like-minded people. Put yourself in, I love this with money, is put yourself into situations that you see yourself having in your new reality. So if one of the money goals that you have is that the money that you want to generate from your business, let's say that you want to buy a particular brand of car, for you to be able to perceive that is go and book yourself a test drive and go and experience it. And it's exactly the same as if there are places where people who are wealthier than you hang out, go and hang out with them. Go and be in those hotels, go and be in those places. I'm not asking you to go and spend a load of money. You can do a lot of this for free. But it's like, go and hang out where you see yourself being in the future. Put yourself into those situations. This is all about like breaking the pattern of whatever it is that's got you here, which is brilliant, but anything that's holding you back, you need to break the pattern with some new behaviour. So I hope that's given you some ideas and a little sense of what we'll be getting into next week. So if you've got any questions, I'm here for the next couple of minutes, but I do need to hop off because I've got another call at 12. But I really wanted to just come on and talk about money. We need to open this conversation up for women to talk about money. And if you're thinking, I'd love to talk to you about money, Rachel, but this is a little bit public, I get that. And that's why we have Live Your Abundant Life, my Facebook community, where you can hop over there and actually get into this conversation with me in a safe space with like-minded people, where you can be, really honest and raw about your current mindset, beliefs, and money situation. Because if you want some help to grow your business and to become more profitable, I'm here to help you. And in the first place, I'm going to do that Monday, Tuesday and Wednesday in this live series, where I will be sharing lots more about how you can flick the switch yourself and start to move from struggling to flourishing. Okay, it's been absolutely brilliant to bring this content to you today and to connect with you. Any questions if you're listening to the replay, just bob them down below. I do see them. Have a really great Thursday. Bye for now.